You don't want none! You don't want none!
What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? It is your favorite North Carolinian, Ross the Tar Heel, and welcome to another transfer portal update video where we really got two big items of news here at the end of December 18th, man. And the first one is the fact that Carolina secured a commitment from South Carolina tight end transfer Connor Cox, who has 3 years of eligibility remaining. He only played in 4 games for South Carolina last year. I think he had 1 reception for 1 touchdown, if I'm not mistaken. And it's interesting because Connor had scheduled a visit to NC State, and then he withdrew his name, comes to Chapel Hill, and what do you know, had a good enough visit to where he decides to commit to Bill Belichick and the North Carolina Tar Heels. So, you know, Wolfie's over there crying a little bit, and they're making all kinds of excuses of why, you know, Connor decided to cancel because Jolie was returning and all these other things. Whatever, bro. Connor Cox is a Tar Heel. Welcome to the real Carolina Connor. The second bit of good news is that senior wide receiver Kobe Paysour has removed his name from the transfer portal and will be returning as a 5th-year senior in 2025 per Matt Zenitz on X. Now, this is a great win for the program, as Kobe has been a very productive receiver for the Heels over the course of his career. Obviously, when he's been healthy, as a receiver in his Carolina career, he's had 70 catches for 936 yards and 7 touchdowns. Now, Kobe, once again, he's battled some unfortunate health issues during his time at Carolina. In 2022, he caught 29 passes for 324 yards and 4 touchdowns before suffering a season-ending foot injury. Then he returns in 2023, where he catches 22 balls for 282 yards and 3 touchdowns. And he suffered a season-ending injury on the other foot. If I'm not mistaken, it was the exact same injury, just on the other foot. So all in all, he's had to endure 3 separate surgeries to be able to get back on the field. And Kobe finished 2024, the regular season, with 19 catches for 330 yards. And he has not seen the end zone to this point. Obviously, some of that has to do with the quarterback issues, et cetera, man. So, you know, the guy, he's a 6'1", 190-pound senior from Kings Mountain, North Carolina. And he's going to be the old head in the room. J.J. Jones, Nate McCullum, John Copenhaver, and Bryson Nesbitt are going to be gone. So it's going to be incumbent upon Kobe to lead a young but talented wide receiver core with guys like Jordan Shipp, Alex Taylor, Paul Billups II, Christian Hamilton, along with obviously junior wide receiver Chris Culliver, who showed some real flashes, especially towards the end of the year, man. So, you know, good to see Kobe withdraw his name. I'm glad that he's staying in Carolina blue, and I would definitely say that that is an absolute win for the Heels. In other news, 4-star offensive lineman Justin Hassenheidel recently revisited UNC per 247 Sports. This is the first time he's come back to Carolina since Mac Brown was fired, and he is a recent decommit from Georgia Tech. Reports are showing that he's got offers from Cal Berkeley. He has already visited Cal, but I don't think he's scheduled a trip to Mizzou just yet, but I think that that's kind of in the works. So he came to Carolina, had some good things to say about it. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Justin. He is from Germany, and he's going back for the holidays. So, you know, we'll see what happens with the 4-star offensive lineman out of Georgia. And, you know, with the departure of left tackle Howard Sampson to the portal, and it ultimately looks like he's going to be ending up at Texas Tech because all of a sudden Texas Tech has got some money. Carolina's going to be in search of some Hog-Mollies up front, man. And, you know, obviously that's what general manager Michael Lombardi specifically stated, that the Heels would build this team from the inside out, and they would probably start in the trenches, because the line of scrimmage is where these wars are stinking won, man, right in the trenches. So it's no surprise whatsoever that currently our portal gets their guys that play at the line of scrimmage with, you know, Connor Cox, Christo Kelly, and Melkart Abu Jaoud, who's a defensive end/edge rush, man. And then, you know, it also shows that, you know, we're committed to winning at the line of scrimmage. We got 2 portal linemen that are scheduled to visit Chapel Hill. They were scheduled to visit Chapel Hill today. The first is a former 4-star recruit, Chad Lindberg, out of Rice, who does have 1 year of eligibility remaining, so he's an older guy. Lindberg is a 6'6", 315-pound offensive lineman that originally was at Georgia and competed at Georgia. I think he appeared in 20 games before entering the transfer portal and landing at Rice. He's a big body guy that can really fill that hole left by Howard Sampson at the left tackle spot, and that is where he played mostly at Rice. You know, so that would be a good piece to go ahead and put in there, man, because honestly, with Howard Sampson over there, it was still kind of a hole because he could not stop a pass rush to save his life. The second offensive lineman to visit is Tulsa offensive guard Walter Youngbear out of Norman, Oklahoma. Youngbear is a 6'3", 312-pounder that has 1 year of eligibility remaining. Now, he's being looked at also by Cal, Pitt, UCF, and Virginia. He is a former walk-on and had 4 games with an 87-plus pass pro grade per PFF, and he allowed 13 pressures but no sacks. Got a real cool little YouTube video where you can see that he's kind of a bulldozer type guy, man, but he's got pretty good feet for a thicker dude, man. So, you know, needless to say, I'm loving the focus on the trenches, man. That's a chess master playing chess while others are watching a checkers match, man. And the other kind of big story right now that we're all tracking is the possible interest of Las Vegas Raiders current offensive coordinator Scott Turner, who was the son of NFL great Norv Turner. Turner was placed in the position after Luke Getsy was fired, and he also was the offensive coordinator for the Washington Commanders from 2020 to 2022. And then what recently came up is some really exciting news, because it's kind of a twofold thing. And that is the fact that former Washington linebacker Camor House has entered the transfer portal, and he quickly set his first visit, which is at the University of North Carolina, man. So, guy had 35 tackles, 1 interception, and a forced fumble, and he also had 4 PBUs. And you know, this guy, for all intents and purposes, man, when you look at his tape, he's undersized. He's like 6 foot, 210 pounds, bro, but he flies around, bro. He flies around. He makes stinking hits, and you know, you can kind of put him in various places on the field. So that obviously brings us to the fact that there's a very good chance that obviously Bill Belichick's son, Steve, will be coming to North Carolina as well. So if Steve Belichick, you know, leaves Washington and comes to North Carolina, you know, maybe House feels at home, and maybe that kind of puts all this stuff into process, if you will, man. So, you know, there's a ton of buzz right now around the program, dude. And when you really look at, you know, the pieces that are being put in place, man, I'm really excited. I'm really stinking excited. Right now, I think in the transfer portal, Carolina is ranked 37th overall. Okay, obviously it's still the beginning, and we haven't looked at, you know, teams that lose in the college football playoff, and then their players have time to get in the portal, which brings our overall rank down from 91st to 77th. So we're heading in the right direction, if you will. And if we can land a guy like Camor House, man, even though he's an undersized guy, he is the second ranked linebacker in the transfer portal right now, and he's the 84th overall rated player in the transfer portal, and he's currently listed as a 4-star with a 90 grade according to 247 Sports, man. So a lot of pieces right now, dude, that are potential gets. A lot of guys in the trenches that obviously we need. And hey, welcome to Carolina, the real Carolina, Connor Cox. And welcome back, Kobe Paysor, man. So I'm really excited about just this. The transfer portal, man, is just, it's an unbelievable time, dude. I mean, I feel like as somebody who just wants to constantly be on top of it, I can never truly stay on top of it, man. And that's just as a fan, trying to get out content to you guys that you may enjoy. But this thing is constantly moving, man. So definitely stay tuned. Do me a favor, comment down in the comment section what you think about the potential prospects, what you think about Scott Turner, Steve Belichick being the OCDC. Let me know what you think about Camor House and his visit. Let me know what you think about Kobe returning, and let me know what you think about Connor Cox coming over from Little Bro, South Carolina, man. And if you haven't already, man, do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And you already know, baby, it is always a great day to be a Tar Heel. We will catch you on the next one, Tar Heel Nation.